Hey guys, and welcome back to our White Tigers Rising series with the Truro City Football Club. And as you can see, we are still sitting 11th in the table. We are 3-6-2 on 15 points. We are 2 back from the playoff spots and 4 up from the relegation zone. So we're comfortably in the middle. Closer to the top than we are to the bottom, but not by much. But it's still early in the season, so that's not humongously surprising. Chester has gone screaming out in front, to say the least, on that one. So a couple of things to talk to you about what happened this month before we get into the game today. So first things first, we've been mulling around and mixing around with the tactic as we were just so super defensive and just not creating anything. As you'll see, our goal scoring ability till we started tweaking things was basically junk. But we have come alive in the last few games, so it is highly encouraging. So we moved the second midfielder up into the middle and changed the our striker to a deep lying forward, and that seems to have had a pretty positive impact. The other thing that we've done, and it didn't stick because I forgot to do it in this, is we're hitting early crosses. Our guys are getting in too deep, and as soon as they get closed down, they just can't get the crosses in. So I've asked them to hit earlier. By doing that, they're doing it, picking it up in space, and they're hitting the striker while he's free. He's got good off the ball movement, so that's helping. And the other thing is I've asked my midfielders to make more risky passes. So they're hitting the wings, while they're trying to get into space. So we've started to generate some better stuff. The other thing we did is we've got a center back on cover. So Kofi Tang is a lone E we brought in from Plymouth. He wanted to get out of Plymouth. We offered him that ability. So he's playing a cover role as a center back. We have a 12,000 future fee buyback clause on him. So if he has a good season, we're very, very likely to leverage that, and it's way less than he's worth. So that's really good, and we've got him for free. So he's he's a U20 for Ghana. So I'm really excited about him. Great physical stats on it. Really, I'm happy mentally. Good positioning, good determination. He puts himself in the right places at the right times. Good work rate, good vision, good anticipation, good tackling, marking. So I'm really pretty happy with him on this one. So I think that was a really good pickup for us. So looking at the schedule since we last left, so we drew 0-0 with Dagon Red. And then we had the away Cornwall derby here with Plymouth, and we drew 0-0 again. And there's just nothing opportunistically happening in this game. It was boring to watch. It was boring to play. It was just terrible. And as you can see, we've been drawing a lot. There's just not a lot happening in terms of offensive production. So I started messing around with the tactic a little bit, and we lost 1-0 to Braintree away, but they're up much higher than us. They're in the promotion playoff spots, so they're a better squad. I'm not totally disappointed. We then had our first stroke of luck, and we beat Stockport County 1-0 with Paul Akinelli with the goal in that one. So I started to sense that things were better. We then played top of the table Chester, who are screaming out in front of us. And we lost 2-1, but we played better. I think this was where we made the sort of the second to last set of tweaks in that one. We then played newly promoted Whitehawk, and unfortunately drew 2-2. They had us back late, so I was a little disappointed with that. But we're scoring goals. One from Paul Akinelli, another from Jamal Lawrence on the wing. So we're scoring. And then we just finished a nice 2-0 victory over Macclesfield Town. So Akinelli with the goal again to open the scoring, and then Jack Calver converted from the penalty spot to put the victory beyond doubt. So I'm really, I think, as you can see, we're 4 games in a row scoring, where before we were a lot more hit or miss. So I'm a lot happier with how things are going. couple other pieces. We dumped most of the lousy U18s that weren't ever going to go anywhere, so I just got them off the books, and then promoted the rest of the anybody that was sort of viable or I can't get rid of. Um, I pushed up into the U21s. For the most part, there's not a lot going on in here either, so we may look to do some cleaning in here. But for now, it's better. It's brought our finances back pretty close to in line, so we're only a couple of thousand over. I'm still taking a slight hit on it, but it's much closer to being in line. As you can see, we're the third best defense in the league. So we're back to that point of where we were, our point of pride in our defense. We're the 19th best offense in the league, but I think that's going to start turning around on it. So I'm hopeful that we're going to start moving up the chain. We have a positive goal difference, which is still good. It's something that I'm looking forward to. But we need to, I'd like to keep where we're at. If we can climb into this upper part of the table, that would be pretty cool. Paul Akinelli's our top goal scorer with 5. Charlie Adams in the midfield is our best rated guy with a 7.18. Akinelli and Adams were our assist men. Carl Wright's our best passer. No red cards in the league yet, although Abruzzi is pushing the yellow card limit, and Paul Akinelli's got 2 Player of the Match awards. So without further ado, let's jump into the away game with newly promoted Ebbsfleet United. FA Cup starting up too. Sweet. We have some history, but the history was kind of a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Just to splash that, reference this at this time of year now. But it's been a while since we've played them. So we have won some draws. They certainly have had the better of the matchups in the past. But we're a different team than the last time they met us. So we're going to go pretty much the same lineup. I think we'll leave McKinnon in. Our center back situation is stabilized a lot better. And our fullback situation seems to be stabilizing too. So I wonder if next year or if last year was they needed to gel, get used to each other. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. Jamal is playing pretty well, so I think we're going to leave him in. Akinelli, Callum Hall. The left wing situation is probably our most situation, to say the least. But I think we can keep putting up with it. But that may be where we put our energy in in next season. So I think as long as things keep panning out, I think we've got what's a good squad. We can kind of clean house on some of the older guys and do some work on fixing depth. But I think we're starting to see the makings of a squad that I think could start working for promotion. But that's a different day at the moment. So we're getting into the game. We're definitely not favorites for this one, which is a little surprising. Hit early crosses. We're on the counter. Okay. Oh, that's right. We did. Whew. That was bad. Whew. Oh, a little heart attack there for a second. We switched from defensive to counter as well, and that seems to have helped a bit. So we're underway here with Ebbsfleet United. So hopefully a good result is in the cards for us today. I'd like a good result. Oh, whew. Well, we're certainly flirting with fire a little bit out of the gate here, but the Rock coming in huge there on the set piece. And a wild shot from Taylor goes wide. Just give us an opportunity to settle things down, pick up the ball, and start doing what we do. The rack just gets that in too close to the keeper. But Nelson's all the way back there by his lonesome to just collect that ball, and let's see if we can't get things started. Out wide. Charlie Adams finds Rockawamwe, finds Akinelli, finds Jamal Lawrence. Ooh, cuts. I find it hard to tell if those are shots or crosses because they kind of go half and half. But we'll say it was a bad cross as opposed to anything else. I'm willing to concede it was a crappy cross. Callum Hall with a rocket goal. Oh, wow. Puts Truro City in front. That's Ebbsfleet 0, Truro 1. What a goal. Did not see that coming at all. Akinelli just picks him out beautifully and rockets that shot in there. Boy, if he'd do that more, I'd be less inclined to think I need a left wing. Wow. What a goal. We are out 15 minutes in and we're up 1-0. So this is a nice move. Nice movement from the squad there. Ebbsfleet are certainly shooting at us. They don't seem to be shooting much on target, but they certainly seem to be shooting at us. Macclesfield's fallen again. Darlington 1883 is up on them. Tang cleans that one up nicely. That cover role for him is working really well. While he's not the best aerial presence in the world for a center back, the other guys that we have between Chad Field and Ross McKinnon pairing with him seem to be working out really well. So I think we're on to something there with, nice passing work to get the rack. Finds Hall. Just misses. I think we're starting to find something with the center backs and really anchoring that defense back there, which is good. I still think we need the right to cook. The defensive midfielder, I think that's becoming a more important aspect. That little bad cross again. An important aspect of what we've got going on to help stabilize and solidify things. But I'm a lot more comfortable with what's going on. Reese is having himself kind of an off game here, but Rockawamwe's sort of smarting out there. Don't think the job be done, because it ain't be done. Good. We gain focus. We will bring Calver in for Rockawamwe in a little bit, I think. You know what? That's a bad performance so far, so I want to do that. We will bring Calver in for Rockawamwe and probably Serrano in for Spencer Cook as the last sub of the match a little later down the line. But let's keep seeing how things are going. Rockawamwe covering just huge distance for us. He and Charlie Adams are all over the field, which is amazing to see. We just have great, hardworking midfield. Oh, that was smart. You just pounded it into our own guy's face, but can't get two out of Hull, I guess. Be nice. I'm game for the brace. Okay, Rockawamwe's getting a little knackered up out there, so I will sub him out. We'll keep an eye on Charlie Adams. Serrano's going to come in Serrano's going to be the next sub. It's just a question of if he comes in for Cook or Adams, and I think it's going to end up being Adams at the going rate. Yeah. Okay. So we are set now for the rest of this one. Good. Reese is playing himself back in. We're controlling the snot out of this much better. Just absolutely dominating what's going on here. Long throw in from Ebbsfleet, but that's headed back out comfortably. Dangerous far post there. But McKinnon is having it. See, this I love. This we just weren't getting at all last year. with our center backs. Ooh, Akinelli gets in, Calver just screaming up there, and we are moving again. We just weren't getting at all this kind of consistency or strong play from our center backs. Oh, finds right. Ugh. That was just a crappy shot. Could not turn that on target. Kofi gets that out there, and we'll start moving the ball forward again. Oops. Well, with risky passes come some of those maneuvers, so. But you can't play safe all the time. Wow, that was a rocket shot into the face of one of our guys. Favorable bounce back. I'll take it. But damn, that was a shot in the eighth. Finds Cook. Finds Hall sneaking around out there, who gets tackled off the ball, but Nelson's right back there to keep it in possession. Akinelli, can he sneak in a ball? Oh, Wright's just not making the run, but we'll take the corner. We've had some opportunities on corners. You know, we have scored some. We're not going to score any doing crap like that, but fair enough. Ooh, come on, get this out of it. Come on, guys. Ooh, nice and safely in Barnes' hands there. Those always make me nervous. We're doing a much better job of defending against them, but they still always make me nervous. I yell at him never to do that, and yet he still periodically does stupid crap like that. I mean, that was just a dumbass maneuver, but... Okay, we get that ball cleared out. Come on, guys. That's an easy one for Wright to control, but we give it away ugly in midfield. Tang gets that back out, though. Oof, Lewington's out wide. Okay, Wright picks it up. Finds Calver, finds Akinelli, finds Serrano, but they peg us back here. Serrano gets his pocket pick, but we've pushed them back. Ooh, nice. Uh-oh. Wolf. Too deep. Can't do anything with it. And there you go, guys. Ebbsfleet United 0. Truro City 1. Ross McKinnon, man of the match. Nice victory for us. Very nice victory for us. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens. So that puts us up to 9th in the table on 18 points. We are just hovering around outside of where we want to be. So good. This is good for us. For certain, this is really good for us. So hopefully we can continue in this month coming up, pushing our way up the table, because I would really like to continue to find my way north here, because it's much better than where we were last year, crawling all over the place. So we are now into the month of October. I think we're going to do the Grimsby game. We'll come back for the Grimsby game. I want to stick with the league games. The cups are not an important focus. If we happen to get deeper into the FA Cup, make it to a second round game or something against a big opponent, we'll do that. But for now, the cups, they're not big. The league is where we're focused on. The league is where we want to play. The league is where we want to be. So we'll come back for the Grimsby game at the end of October. So until then, guys, if you like the episode, please leave a like on the episode. If you like what we're doing on the channel, please smash that subscribe button so you can get notified of it every day. And we have new content coming out between Paul and I. And I will see you guys back here in the next episode at home against Grimsby. Until then, guys, bye now.